on a good morning, afternoon, and evening. It depends where on a day on I go know which one I apply. On our welcome today will be Tuesday, and we don't come back from the holiday, the Democracy Day, where we do yesterday. So we welcome everybody. I hope say everybody rest well. And today, court day. So hearing all the petitioners and respondents this morning, Tribunal don't start, and Labour Party with the bring come first this morning. So we won't go straight to waiting they happen for court, and we get many other things we be say we go bring come to all of our audience. All the obedient movement and well-meaning Nigerians, we say we greet honor. So today, we will enter court and we will come strategize with Dr. Talbot, where they for UK, will be our analyst, waiting they come out from court. Waiting end on Saturday, we will also give on how our lawyers react. On Monday, will be yesterday, we also get one strategic engagement meeting and discussion with well-meaning Nigerians and obedience worldwide. If you go for our channel, you go also see them and see what we talk inside. So we will just go straight to today on we'll be saying at the court matter. And inside the studio, the place where they present this thing with me for here, na Angel. My name na Chidi Kanu. So Angel, our people, may greet them, make we begin the carry them go straight to waiting they happen for court.
Our obedient family, good day to all of you now. We still there for hope alive. Our hope no go die. He go there alive. Because for this Nigeria, we dey kampe. For today, I know say on a don day. Mr. Kanu, abeg, I go plead with you. You get some of our viewers where last Saturday they no join us. At least make we go back, make they see the video. How court process for Saturday end. So that they go day fresh for their memory. Say, at least today on, they go joy well. I beg no verse. My producer, help us put the video, make them watch them.
Counsels to the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, and some chieftains of the party are in court as proceedings resume at the appeal court in Abuja. Mr. Peter Obi, through his counsels, is expected to tender further evidence in court, as well as call up witnesses to testify. Before the petitioner tenders his evidence for the day, the presiding judge, Justice Haruna Tsammani, delivers a ruling on an earlier application filed by Mr. Peter Obi seeking to question INEC over the alleged technical glitches it experienced with the INEC results viewing portal IREV during the presidential election. The panel of 5 justices unanimously ruled that the application be struck out as it was not filed within the required time frame. However, the petitioner, Mr. Peter Obi, tenders additional evidence in the form of INEC documents from 6 local government councils in Benue State. He also called up a subpoenaed witness who presented 3 pieces of video evidence which was played in the open court. The videos contain clips of a pre-election news conference by the INEC chairman, the appearance of Mr. Festus Okoye on Channels Television's political program Politics Today, and a clip of Senator Bola Tinubu announcing his running mate in Daura, Katsina State.
We wanted to put certain questions to INEC, and we didn't file the application within time. With regards to the purported technical glitch, how it affects only presidential and did not affect National Assembly. And in the wisdom of their lordships, they say the application ought to have been filed earlier. And so because it was not filed earlier, the characteristically as Judas should do, they struck it out. So there's no devastating consequences as you may be thinking of, because there are many ways to kill the rat. And then we'll have other ways to invite INEC to come and answer the questions.
Back in the courtroom, the presidential candidate of the PDP calls additional 2 witnesses to prove his case. The 2 witnesses, who were all ad hoc staff of the Independent National Electoral Commission during the February 2023 presidential election, bring the total number of witnesses called by Mr. Abubakar to testify in his case to 18. The court has now adjourned the 2 cases to Tuesday, June the 13th for further hearing.
My people, una don hear our lawyers. They dey kampe, no fear. He talk say there are many ways to kill a rat. We go get am. That fear, we don't fash am, because no fear. Our lawyers dey ge. Abeg, today, for court, it dey sweet me. Our lawyers know they lack, cha. They carry ogbenge, so many evidences enter court. If you not see evidence, you not go fear. If you see how the evidence dey, may una just sit down, carry your popcorn, carry your drink, sit down, jeje, make Mr. Kanu help us to bring am one after the other. Una go see transcript dey for court today. We go show una everything one by one. Abeg, sit down, jeje, Mr. Kanu, help us.
Yes, so Angel, as you talk, evidence where dem carry come na truckload. Motor wey be say e carry and come myself, we dey show the motor, make e no be say we just dey talk am. Na big motor, na im dey load full evidence carry come court. So make una relax. As Angel take talk am, if una get popcorn, make una dey chop the popcorn, because wetin dey happen for court now, we go dey bring am in as transcript. Remember say we no dey court o. Na people wey be say dem dey court, na then dey bring this very something dey come. So as dem dey bring am, we go come dey put am in, make una for the see how the thing dey take come. So una go dey patient. So as we dey go in now straight, make a producer project, make we know the people wey be say the lawyers wey dey represent Peter Obi and Labour Party and others, make them for drop and there, make we dey look am. Why would they look and they see all the lawyers wey dey do that? Make me I dey talk from wetin this our lawyer talk last. Wetin in talk last, make una dey see the transcript o, why I go dey talk wetin dey come in. So in talk say Tribunal strike out their interrogatories because of say they no file am on time. Me, I no think say na because of say they no file am on time, because wetin I hear last time, the court talk say them file am on that last day of pre-hearing. So I think yes. So as dem don file am, submit am that very day, e suppose go in. But the court come talk say they no bring that very filing wey dem file that very day, wey be the last day, to the attention of the court. Now, wetin if you ask me, this thing na technicality na e be. If you ask me, because when this tribunal start, then talk say they no go dwell their judgment on technicalities, and then talk say make the petitioners and the respondent make they no carry technicalities come. So why we be say we file matter on time, but because of say we no raise am up, tell tribunal say we file something on that last day, they will come dismiss am based on technicality. If they be me like say they don't they go back for their word, where we say they no go do this judgment based on technicality. Now, Dr. Tebbat, when they join us, make him for, as he say in hand don't raise up in the mind they do muimui, make him for chook him mouth here. Just small time. But while they talk, make we they see the transcript where they come out now, because all the exhibit they go in, don't say the respondent they oppose, but my producer hold that transcript where he dey now, make Dr. Etel talk for 1 minute, make we they go. Dr. Etel, abeg greet our people, tell them wetin you think, abeg.
People I greet indeed. You know, yesterday we say since 1993, where them deny us our democracy. Well, that is if we look at it with respect to what happened in the election of 1990. Since 1963 that we found ourselves in this rat race. The rat race of after election, voters have gone to the polling units to vote. But what happens at the declaration of result is not a reflection of the vote of the people. The manipulation of result at the world collation level, at the local government collation level, at the state collation level has become the undoing of the Nigerian democracy since 1963. So it's not 30 years. It is actually 60 years that we have been on one spot running in a circle. And the Electoral Act 2022 is supposed to cure it, to make it in such a way that from the polling unit, we can actually predict who will become the president of the country or the governor of a state. Howbeit, the same INEC that is supposed to protect and promote this happens to be the tool the enemy used to plunge us back in this rat race again. Being the last, I'm coming. I pray that the court, being the last vote, will vote in relation to the Constitution, to the Electoral Act, and the will of people. Now, going back to what we just heard now, the truth of the matter is that there are many ways to kill a rat. We would have loved for that particular filing to be approved so that they can ask INEC question directly the way they wanted to ask it. But as one of the lawyers of the Labour Party said, there are many ways to kill a rat. They will still find other ways. They have many ways. You know, when you come into a war, you have many tactics and many strategies. If this one fails, you pull up the other one. So I want us to have confidence in our lawyers. They know what they are doing, and they will do us proud. Thank you so much.
Okay, Dr. Etel, our producer, make you, they put the court transcripts, make our people, they see them again. So why would they still they read waiting there for the transcript? That should be in slide 4. I won't tell Dr. Etel, make you understand the 30 years where would they talk. The one where they talk 60 years, that one I think now from independent, that time they never bomb me. But this one where would they talk the democracy day for 30 years for Nigeria. That one, now the one where we say people run where Abiola win for 93. Now that one happen.
Us have been born then, and people who don't know history will not actually know where we are coming from. But if we go back in history, it will look like we've been suffering since 30 years ago, that it is since 1993 that somehow or the other our democracy is being manipulated. It has been our history right from independence. Nothing has changed. Even 30 years ago, when we hoped that we have voted and that our vote would count, midway, they stopped it, they annulled it. So it's like a curse on a nation since birth. So for those who think it is a 30-year thing, it is more than 30 years. It is more than 40 years. It's actually about 60 years. And God forbid, because we are hoping that that cycle will be broken now so that Nigeria can begin to exist. All right.
Okay. All right. With that very one, we'll come out from that very side, make we look waiting they happen for screen and waiting they happen for court. And talking about this very 30 years for Democracy Day, yeah, we not say that's exactly 30 years for now, we still they face one kind sad reality of another stolen mandate. This time around, it no be military again. This time is orchestrated by corrupt civilians. Hi, no be small thing. My people, we not say court don't admit several things. All the evidence where they come out from Edo State, all the forms, 17 forms in total. All the respondents will be Tinubu, INEC, and the rest. All of them oppose the thing. That's why I just want we they put them for the board, make would they where would they read them, make I know they call them out one by one because now oppose, but now plenty things. So producer go they let them stay, make people they read them well, make them know. Say up next is Sokoto. We get all this one na EC40G for PU forms. 52 forms from 5 local governments were presented for these local governments. Yabo, Tangaza, Gudu, Kware, and Wamako. All of these ones now from Sokoto. So all the respondents oppose, but court in his wisdom can admit and tag the exhibits as PBM1 to PBM5. So these forms, 15 of EC40G on page 14 of schedule, next for these 4 local governments, Gudu local government, Gwadabawa local government, Kware local government, and Yabo local government, all respondents opposed. So all this one, as we they look all the transcripts as then they come out for the screen, producer will continue to the show and for screen while would they talk the things as it happen for court. You know, say yesterday, Angel, where they were doing this 30-day this thing, different talks come up. And Peter Obi himself make his own talk where we say, so we go start with waiting our principal talk first. Then we go to the other things where we say people they talk. Even Tinubu talk we go bring, but we go day short. Make the things where we say they come out from court with the project them. Make una remember again, at the thing they take come out from court now we go they project them because if to say witness they now go they bring waiting then they ask the witness and all that. But for now documents now they go on. So as documents they go on, we don't go begin the wait. They call the documents one by one. We just put them for screen, but make we for discuss other things where we say they important. One be say yesterday will be Democracy Day. You get waiting our principal talk. And that very something where he talk. In talk say, let June 12 inspire us to correct the error of February 25th. So maybe some of us won't hear as in take talk am small, we just cut them short. So producer, I beg, make we just hear a very small waiting Mr. Peter Obi, His Excellency, tell us that yesterday because in talk well and then talk say we go correct, we go use this waiting happen for June 12, make we use and correct waiting happen for February 25th. And now the thing where we dey struggle for inside court. So make we hear as he take talk small thing, we just cut small parts.
Appreciated situation like we are in Nigeria. You feel very pained that your sacrifice is in vain. But I assure you it's not in vain. It's adding every day to this long journey of change. What you're doing is what is helping this change we are all fighting for. This new Nigeria we're all fighting for. It is your sacrifice and passport. As for the 2 things you're mentioning, I can say a lot about the election because, of course, I'm in Tribunal. The only thing I can say is that the major ingredients of democracy is like my very dear sister in Korea has said, must be rooted on the foundation of rule of law. And like I said publicly, if you must seek or want to answer His or Her Excellency, the process through which you reach that destination must be excellent. Because you've now become exemplary, a role model for people to emulate. And we cannot allow our children, our young ones, to be emulating criminality and things that are wrong.
Una welcome back. As una see, as our principal take talk if you must see, the process through which you arrive to office must be excellent. So no be me talking. We don't hear from our principal HEP2B. Now the word we be say the wise man they always talk, and that's why we must get justice from court. Okay, so moving forward, you get another talk where we say we hear from another side, and now from Tinubu now we hear this one, and that one we say people don't take them serious because I hear say Tinubu they threaten judiciary. Now so I take here, now so I take read them. Make no be say na me talk am, and when we enter studio, I see say NJ con the para. They tell me say this threat, just understand where they come out from. Aside from the threat myself, I also hear another thing again where she they tell me say in take one side they right slap, con they take the other side. Make you just use your mouth. Make you know be say I carry your mouth chop onions. Tell our people waiting you tell me.
My people, everybody just the para. They say Tinubu, they talk about judiciary. If they scold them, if they do this. My people, me, I no even see them for that angle. Maybe not deceiving, they deceive us. Or maybe, na my own opinion, I never know. He use right hand, slap them. Can't use left, draw them. Many of you go ask, how come? Where this one they come from? He get one bill where Buhari no gree sign. Immediately where Tinubu enter, Bakam, he signed that bill. Waiting be the bill. He increased their age, their retirement age from 65 to 70. 5 more years. What do you want to do? Who you want to impress? When I don't ask that question, na judiciary. Make him no be say, na waiting and they think, na Tinubu want to us. But God no go allow him. Because if na waiting and they think, hey, God no go shame us. Because I no understand why Buhari no sign that bill. When I don't ask that question. So why Tinubu be the first thing where he sign? Make you answer that. Answer your own for comment section. May we know your own view.
Okay, NJ, you don't try. I hear you and I feel you. You talk say you take one side, they slap for that threat where they threaten judiciary according to what they talk, and you talk say they rob them for back. For the other hand, they pat their back. And from waiting as your body language they tell you as you take talk it be like say if they do that to make it for impress them. You know genuine. You know jig. You know jail. Okay. Dr. Etel, these threats will be say if they go everywhere saying they threaten judiciary. I hope say this threat no go affect our case where they court. So when Etel they won't answer this one, I beg make you project waiting day for court. If we get update, make you for the project. And Dr. Etel, what do you think about this very ambush where Tinubu they bully judiciary?
You know, when we started, immediately the election
wait, make you not be say, wait, Dr. Etel, I beg just give me 1 minute. Make we hear that thing. Make you not be say I just they talk Make we hear because now just 1 minute. I beg my producer, put and make Dr. Etel for hear him. You know, saying day you can if it be say in never even hear him. I beg put him just 1 minute.
Justice and strengthen institutions, it has become imperative to state here that unnecessary illegal orders issued to truncate or abridge democracy will no longer be tolerated. The recent harmonization of the retirement age of the judicial officers is meant to strengthen the rule of law, which is critical pillar of democracy. The reform has just started. The democracy that right dividends to the people who are shareholders means more than just freedom of choice and right to get people into elective offices. It means social and...
So, Dr. Tell, as income tax said, the court issue to truncate democracy when it already. I no understand where they come from, because in no go fit court orders are court orders and judiciary dey for their own. So in no go talk say will not be tolerated. How you mean by that? We no know. So Nigerian feel say in the threatening judiciary. How you take feel?
Well, all I can say is this. The morning when we woke up and around 3 a.m., the INEC chairman had declared that APC is the winner of the presidential election, despite the fact that he does not have the results to do so, the result that he declared. We analyze in this space that somehow or the other, what he did was to do his own bit, send the case to court and let the court decide. Now, let me say that the members of the judiciary, the judges in the judiciary, they are at the zenith of their career. Why would they succumb to any kind of manipulation or intimidation? The highest office you can achieve as a judicial officer is maybe the Chief Justice of the Federation, or the Justice of the Supreme Court, or Appeal Court, or High Court, as the case may be. You've got to the zenith of your career. Now, would any man allow another man to threaten him and to bully him when Nigeria is supposed to be who we are all working for? Look at Nigeria. 200 million people are looking up to a department of the government, an arm of the government, judiciary, to deliver. Well, if they want to succumb to any kind of manipulation, any kind of buying over by patting on the back or threatening or what have you, at the expense of Nigeria, their conscience will judge them. Posterity will judge them. As I said in my opening statement, for 60 years, we have been in one spot. Why wouldn't the judicial officer say, even if a gun is pointed at my head, let me save Nigeria, let me set Nigeria free, even if it will cost me my life? After all, I've gotten to the zenith of my career. What else will such men be, men and women of the judiciary be looking for? So I leave it to their conscience. I leave it to the constitution they say they want to defend. And I leave it for the Nigerians to also watch their body language to know when they are denied what is their due or when they are given what is their due. I'll leave it that way.
Okay, Dr. Theo, thank you very much. As you take talk, the thing they okay. You get that same yesterday, you get some trending this thing where beside our people they put that very trending news where they go on. I want to make we look senator we be say that senator go talk say waiting in wife. Make I even call the name. No be the thing there for public space now. Senator Bukachawa. The one will be in wife be the former president of Court of Appeals. So as he take talk the man come they talk how they persuade in wife, how in they take encroach for her work, and they use that his encroachment they favor the senators where they in sitting. Even where they now for valedictory session, now the man get up, they talk say make them forgive him, sort of. Say as in take encroach for the wife. And the wife, make una remember why they bring him, now the former president of Court of Appeals. Now, in short, make we even watch how intake talk him. because they no wan make the man finish wetin him wan talk. Na him dem come tell am make him no talk, say no be for the right place wey him go talk. But wetin the man wan talk na how all of them wey be senators take benefit from that woman when she be the president of Court of Appeal. Because for the man to talk saying they encroach, in they change her decision. Make una hear from the man first, and after we go hear how the same man they always tell everybody before make you go court, because he knows say if you go court, he go still help change the outcome. So the judiciary where we get now them be the only hope where we get. So we dey watch them, but make you follow tell as you dey that side, watch this very thing where this man talk, and we go also show when they always tell everybody say if you know like go to court, and also the tweet. Please make we start from that one where in talk say where the Senate president cut and short say make him no talk again. Make we hear wetin him talk there.
Particularly my wife, whose freedom and independence I encroached upon while she was in office. And she has been very tolerant and accepted my encroachment and extended her help to my colleagues.
Distinguished, please, I don't think this is a good idea going this direction. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, please.
When I see how it take end, they no one make it talk, but in don't bring out wetin 1 year. Say in the encroach and they extend that encroachment to in colleagues. And the former Senate president will be say dey there. I go call him current because me I no know whether today they don't get another Senate president. But anyhow, now Senate president be that. I ain't tell and say make you no talk. Now so they come charge him. But I won't make I jog on a memory. This same person, okay, what in the show for screen now be like say now the tweets where we say in the talk say go to court. When anyone steals your prized possession and dares you to go to court, just know that his brother or wife is the judge. Now, so spotlights take talk, and they give him credit because me, I like waiting in talk for these tweets. Well done, Senator and Josiana Boka-Choa. Happy Democracy Day. You see, my people, waiting I they always talk, make whatever you do, you go come back, come hunt you one way or the other. You see how the husband don't open up with small talk. Even when they no one make he open up, he talk that small one when he talk. Don't show say many of them are beneficiaries. Make we watch one second clip of him always telling us to go to court, and then we'll come back.
That something is done unconstitutionally, they can go to court, and the courts are there for them, and they prosecute cases. So,
and I know say your mouth they do mui since why they talk, you just they carry your hand up. Waiting you want add quickly, make we go court. Yes. I beg my people before you talk, Angel, make una no talk say I too they talk. The matter where they court, then they submit this document, they submit documents and court they accept them. So no major thing don't happen. So but as we get things where we want to talk about, go they talk them when the thing they come out from court, because now court even go recess. As they go recess, we will continue to the talk. So make on a novice, Angel, make we hear from you.
You see why the thing they pay me, This one now, video of a manipulative and selfish husband at the detriment of the whole country. It's so disheartening. The thing they pay me, they wound my heart. Why a man go do like that? Why? Should we give him an award? My people, what do you think? Make we give him an award. Medicine after death. He don't do what he don't do. He and his wife, they don't get nonsense judgments. Give themselves. at the detriment of the whole country, at the detriment of Nigeria, just like INEC did. In the night, they pronounced results, say, may una go court. Why are we bringing this one now? I beg, judges, we are appealing to you. Make this thing no happen again. Una no say Kamaderia. Una no say Kamaderia. Even though when Senate President no allow and finish, I know say in conscience they judge am. Because we as a human, even when we do finish, say, we don't do and finish. Our conscience, we don't go dey fit sleep. We no go dey fit sleep. This man, he do. I beg, judges, we dey beg you. Make this kind thing no happen for this our case, I beg. We just dey beg una. Make it no happen. I take God beg una. Make it no happen. Make it no be say after you go come say, I beg, Nigerians, forgive me. Nigerians, please do the right thing now. Because as I dey watch the video, the man they talk that thing. It be like say, I go slap am, but na elder person. I know if you do that kind of thing. I beg, make una no tell us, my wife say this, my helping person. My husband say, my helping person. I beg, make una do the right thing. Now is the right time. Give us our mandate. Okay. That mandate, now our right.
All right. We don't hear you, Dr. Etel. I know say your mouth they do muy for this one because judiciary integrity is at stake here. Yeah. Waiting be your own. Contribute.
Or happen in the US, that woman, even though she has retired, she will be impeached. And when she's impeached, all her rights, she will be stripped of all her rights, and she'll be sent to prison. That is number one. Number two is that it is obvious that all the judgments that came in favor of people, did you hear the other senator from Imo State talking to the former Senate president, because I heard that I've gotten a new one now, that he didn't know how he managed to come back to the Senate, even though he did not participate in the primary. We now know that the appeal court is in the pocket of senators, courtesy of a man whose husband happens to be a senator. We now know why it is easy for the man to stay on channels television and tell everybody, go to court, because the judgment is written in his house, in his bedroom. We now know that the judiciary, as at that time, let me believe that it has stopped, that the judgments are written in the bedroom, especially in the appeal courts, that the it with his mouth. He said it with his mouth to tell us that indeed there have been infringements, there have been a manipulation of our judiciary, at least until he told us. We don't know if it is still continuing, but at least we know that it did happen. The wife cannot deny it. She had better come boldly and deny what her husband said. If not, it will be on her integrity for the rest of her existence. The husband had told us that our judiciary, especially the appeal courts, have been under the manipulation of the Senate through her husband while she lasted as the head of the appeal court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Isn't that shameful? And like Angel said, that's what we're praying. Please, the current appeal court judges that are handling this election petition, you can see that we have heard that it is possible that you people can be manipulated. The Chief Justice, the Supreme Court that will finally give the final verdict, you can see that we have heard that this thing is possible in Nigeria, but please don't make yourself vulnerable to it. We know that some state governors are going to call the judges that are coming from their state and say, hey, do this favor for me. But please don't fall for it. For the sake of Nigeria, for the sake of the 200 million Nigerians, please don't fall for it. We are begging you people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Etel. This your contributed. They're very, very strong. But the thing when I want bring come, make we understand, say, Our principal will be Mr. Peter Obi, His Excellency. Now, person will be say, if in go court, in they go diligently. That is, in they taking time. You get people where they talk say, if na peace, you go talk say na customer in be for court. And it be like say, in wife even agree with that kind assertion. So as then they talk say, judicially they get as in they be, in they always talk say, in gets believe and in get trust for judiciary. I no wan make judiciary for this man hand because this man anywhere where they go, anything where they talk, say get the trust because now them don't confirm am how many times say anytime when can challenge something say in their right, in never fail. Make we hear how in wife take describe Peter Obi as regards to court. Make we even know how in wife wey dey for house with am, how she take explain in husband, how the kind patience wey in dey get with court, say in no dey fail. And when she dey talk this thing, they never enter court. But then anticipate say this matter go enter court. Now she dey explain say, make we no worry. Say even if we get to that extent of court, make we dey patient with the man. Because say they always win. Make we hear from her.
Now he changed constitution of Nigeria when it come to election. That's why we dey get stagger election. You know, say when he contest for 2003, they come collect the mandate. He say he go court. Even me, I check her, I say, where they go? He say court. I say, okay, may stay there. Me, I stay house court. Now he's not for court for 3 years. And then the party where they no be ruling party. So you see the wahala wey dey for this Nigeria. Now one day after 3 years, then give him a mandate. That's not the reason why for here for Nigeria, sometimes, not be sometimes, some states they get election different. Like for March 11, no be all states go get. That one not even do himself. They come impeach him. You know why they impeach him? They say he's stingy. No be today, no they give you. But if you want to look what that man stingy, make you look inside house. I don't take my, make una take una tongue, count una teeth. I don't talk. Look inside house. You don't know what's in the inside. Just look around the man where you know whether he's stingy. Now they come out and for office. Now he go again. The man too like culture. Maybe he will go read law. Now he go court again. And that court can't restate him. You know, Theo, in short, well, that time when we did government house, we know they live for government house because I say, well, before they come out you again, they don't come out you 2 times. No, they stay for where we get. You know, Theo again, they can't talk, say they go do election. We say, hey, so election day. He say he no go contest the election. He go court again. Anybody wey dey lawyer here will not try for him here. Bar association will not. Now he go court. He stay for high court. He dey appeal court. He can't reach Supreme Court. Wait.
So my people, no be from my mouth or I hear am. Now person wey be say they live with His Excellency Peter Obi. Now in the talk say Peter Obi na court customer. So make we dey patient. Now your wife be that where they talk. Even the time where they talk this thing, they never even finish election, but they don't begin the investigation. So they give us say, make we know say how the kind patience where she get for house now from his own wife. Now we here. So make we get patient. Make we know say as in they take the smoke for that in low tone. You know, it's me and as if they take the talk make we they take the have patience for them. Dr. Etel, you hear as in wife take talk saying a customer na our principal be Make you just describe them with one, whether na 2 sentences. Make we waka dey go.
I mean, the wife simply just told us that when we talk about Nigeria, there are people who believe in Nigeria. One of those people who believe in Nigeria is P2B. It's not people who are in offices who are or making sure that people didn't vote when they're supposed to vote because they use their talk to come and strike. And then on March 18th, but a man like P2B, who will go out on that day, cast his own vote, go home without any senator to his name, without any member of House of Assembly, without any commissioner to his name, and even the manipulated vote INEC released showed that he had followers and people who believe in him all over Nigeria. Just as his wife has said, and he himself is saying, that he has hope that democracy will still thrive in Nigeria and that judiciary could still be relied upon. I support him. I believe in him. And we pray and we trust that eventually the reality will play out, because the abuse of people's rights by INEC, by government officials, by the police, by political parties and thugs, much to monitor saw it. Can the judiciary say that they did not see it? Okay, can they say that enough evidence has not been brought in to prove that indeed what they saw had been brought into their court and admitted as evidence? We are waiting to hear from them that everybody, the whole world, are liars except APC, INEC, and they themselves in their judgment. Or that the whole world are saying the right thing
one of
by their
our
judgment.
Hello?
Yes, that's all.
Dr. Etel. Yeah, thank you for that contribution. You get one of our brother, maybe say they join us, I think from Canada. Make we first, before we go give a mic, make we hear from him. Make we see these Pierre's tweets where we say in the talk about the glitch. Me, I like that very tweet where we say Miss Pierre's tweet. I beg make you for project that tweet. And Miss Pierre's be one of our obedient supporter where we say a real die-hard obedient. Where we say every time for court should they post and they give update of waiting they happen for court. And they encourage our people, make then they always go the retweet waiting she tweet because she be confirmed obedient. So Miss Pierce, I come out hard for you. So this one when she come tweet today, me are they happy with them. That's why they bring them up. Say a technical glitch affected only the presidential election, not the National Assembly. Mahmoud assured us in a video that results will be transmitted in real time. But in their petition, they claim the real-time transmission is not mandatory. Now, why I like this thing, this tweet now where she tweet, now because of this last part where they talk say, in their own petition, they are now claiming that the transmission is not mandatory. But for the evidence where we see, where we say Peter Obi and his legal team carry enter court on Saturday, the court watched that very video from Channels Television where Mahmoud Yakubu, the chairman of INEC, they talk say the results must be transmitted in real time. For their petition now where they court, then they talk say e no dey mandatory again. Meanwhile, before election, they talk say e dey mandatory, and then talk the provisions of the law, of the Electoral Act where talk am. Our judiciary, we dey watch you now. That's why we bring this evidence come give you now. We dey watch you now. Our brother where they from Canada, I beg, I don't know whether your video they open, make you show your face, and then maybe you give us your own thoughts on this technical glitch where then talk say it happened. Okay, I think maybe that's our brother from this thing is he's having a problem with his mic. Dr. Etel, you hear waiting I talk before this brother go resolve a mic issue. Make what you talk about this technical glitch and this something now where we say as people tweet them in they give us reminder say today we day court, but on Saturday waiting happen be say that evidence as we see them as in talk and for court say it is mandatory for transmission of results, but for inside their own petition then come talk say it no dey mandatory. How you take see them?
Times without number on this program that INEC is the next political party we have in Nigeria. As simple as that. How can Mahmood, the INEC chairman, is a graduate. He has PhD from the best university in the world. I think, is it Cambridge or Oxford? And he spoke to the world from London, Chatham House. He spoke to the political community in that video that was in evidence. He spoke in an interview with BBC. He defended even how poor network cannot affect the upload real time. Did Mahmood forget all those things? One. Secondly, was he telling us lie? Thirdly, is this electoral act written in Arab or any other language that we cannot read? It is written in English and it is available on the internet. Even in their guideline, INEC guideline, it was specifically stated in their guideline, we played it here, that in order to avoid the manipulation of collation result during collation at ward level, at local government level, that is why upload of result from the polling unit level is important. And when it comes to dispute during collation, reference to that result that is uploaded is important to be able to resolve the dispute. Which means all this command, I'm lacking the word, custody issue of the result that they just messed up is just to manipulate the outcome of the election. So I know they know, but you know what happens even in court? Even when somebody shoots someone and the person died and they brought the person to court, they will always ask the person, guilty or not guilty? He will say not guilty. That's what INEC is doing. That's what they're doing. All right.
Okay, Dr. T, I think talk my mind as he take B, because this very particular glitch, now one of verity will be say they pay me as court come talk say that interrogatories where we want do say the time don't pass or something like that. But as our lawyers take talk and say there is other ways to go to Lagos, because even when they come, the other question when I want ask be why be say they know if subpoena Mahmoud Yakubu, that chairman of INEC, may come sit down for court. But anyway, we will get to that very part. The other thing before we go, court don't adjourn. I bet producer make our people for understand them. Reason why be say we they go into the other things where we want talk about for sure. If court they accept evidence as mount all the truckload of evidence where they carry come court. If then they bring them come because then they present them at bar. Now be say the LP lawyers now then they present the evidence, no be witness. So as then they present them, we go there they do our own discussion. for inside. So na him be the thing as he take a B. So as you see for screen now, you go see say the court don't already stand up. They don't do all rise. Everybody can rise up. Then come talk say John till tomorrow, Wednesday, June 14, by 9 a.m. to come. There is no way that Bola Ahmed Tinubu won't be removed. The evidence are too overwhelming. The malpractices are way too glaring. Now, so we take present time now. Our time don't they give us signal. Make we begin the carry our kaya come out for studio as LP and P2B don't rise for court. I know say PD come put them so that we go bring on an update. But before we go, make I for turn back to Angel, make she for tell on waiting with the tell everybody. But something when I won't forget, now him be say, as you dey watch us now, I beg make you for like the video, make you for share the video, and make you be your own contribution to this very process and the thing where we they do. If you want support us with money, fine. But if you not get money, make you no worry. Make you for like the video, make others for here. Again, Dr. Etel, I thank you as you join us and put your own this thing. Our brother will join from Canada. We thank you. Only say your mic or other things don't allow you to talk, join. So we greet everybody. So we go begin the Angel. I go turn them over for you, make you for help me close them.
My people, una well done. Thank you for joining us. I beg, we dey